win was this for you guys?
Big win for us. You know, we've had a tough season thus far for our standards. We haven't played as well as we like to. We started off horrendous. I think we shot 17% in the first quarter, but everybody just kept talking about stay the course, and that's what we did.
There was some combative energy in the building, as there always is with these two teams. Draymond Green looked like he was trash-talking you despite you guys being up 20 in the fourth quarter. What was the conversation there?
Who knows? I don't know.
But obviously this is a good rivalry.
Yeah, that's a great team over there. You know, he was talking about how well he played against us in the playoffs last year, as he did. So we'll take it. It's a great team. We beat a really good team.
You guys have had a tough road stretch. The previous 4 games were in 4 different time zones, but now this is starting a 9-game home stint. What do you expect to do in this next couple weeks?
We got to keep winning. We got to pile up wins. You know how tough the West is. All these games we playing this month, nobody's going to feel sorry for us. We got a tough Toronto team coming in here on Saturday. Kyle Lowry's been unbelievable, and we got to be ready to play.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris.
No doubt, thank you.
All right, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you very much, Rachel. 100-86, the final score. Golden State 21-2 in their first 23 and have lost 3 of their last 5. And obviously the loss of Andrew Bogut figures in there, and then Festus Ezeli, who had been filling in, also missing this one. It was a small bunch for Golden State as they took on the Clippers tonight. What?
No, I was counting Shaq's rebounds versus Chuck. Chuck, what's something you were telling me about Shaq's rebounds? I got more rebounds than Shaq.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you do not.
During the break, I
got 13,000 and you got 12 something.
You played 4 more seasons than me.
So what? Whoopie freaking do.
So you have 500 fewer total, but you play how many more games did? In about 150 more games.
Yeah. So that means I was a better rebounder than you.
No, but you still got a lower count, so which means I'm better.
I'm just saying. Thank you.
Thank
just
you
the things that go on during the break.
Thank you for stirring. What do you want to throw him into a tree now, or
no? I'm just trying. Okay. I was counting. I was up there.
Hey, you know what?
You know, you talk about this Golden State team. They're another team I think is a big man short of be a legit contender. I think it's going to be interesting. Cleveland. Who's your contenders? I think the best team in the Eastern Conference is Chicago Bulls. Okay, and the best in the West? The Portland Trail Blazers.
Stop it.
I'm telling you, I watched that team.
No way.
Listen.
Not the best. They're good, but they're not the best yet.
They have solidified their bench.
Better than San Antonio this year.
I do think they're better.
In a 7-game series.
Those teams play a 7-game series with San Antonio with all their guys.
I'm telling you.
You say this every year.
Obviously, this thing is fluid because, listen, it's going to be interesting. You know, the Rockets just went out and got Josh Smith. And, listen, we might
see how that pans out.
We might get good Josh Smith. We might get bad Josh Smith.
He's got his AAU buddy, Dwight Howard, on the team with him.
It can go either way.
Yeah.
But also, we got to look at the Rondo situation in Dallas.
Right.
But, like I say, it's a fluid situation. In my opinion, right now, if I had to, and we don't have to, I might take the Portland Trail Blazers coming out of the West.
You might.
If I listen,
you like them over Memphis.
No,
I do like them over Memphis.
No, I think for Golden State it depends how they shoot. I think the Clippers did a good job of doubling Steph Curry coming up the pick and roll. He had to take a couple of extra dribbles, but you know when they shoot the ball well, you know they're damn near unbeatable. But tonight they didn't really shoot the ball that well.
That's why they need a big guy to get some easy baskets.
And that may be a tactic that people use in the playoffs. You know, let's double both these guys coming off the pick and roll, make them come off the ball. It may be effective, may not be.
Bogut's presence on that team cannot be overstated.
Yeah, well, that's the big guy. I think it's more defensively, honestly. I think that with Draymond Green being able to guard guys one-on-one, as you saw tonight, Andre Iguodala being able to guard guys one-on-one. Klay Thompson is a very improved defensive player. And then you have Bogut, who's a shot blocker, and David Lee, who's a defensive player. They have more of a defensive presence than they've ever had when Bogut's healthy. So to me, it's not really about their offensive ability and being able to get points inside, but the ability to make people shoot over the top consistently is what will make them a contender or not.
And the Clippers win this game, but I know just because, and you didn't say it when you talked about contenders, that you're not sold on the Clippers by any means.
I'm not sold on the Clippers at all. They're not tough enough.
This wasn't a playoff game.
This wasn't
how you were playing the playoffs.
No, the Clippers, to me, they're not mentally tough enough. Mm-hmm. Blake does not impose his will. Like he's got a little guy guard him. He's got to punish that little guy. Me and Shaq talked about it at halftime. Listen, Draymond is a good player, but he's too little to guard Like if he had to guard a Tim Duncan, he would not guard him. If he had to guard a LaMarcus, they'd be like, we call that shooting over a chair. When you got a little guy guarding, you got to shoot over the chair.
Ernie, I got a question for Chuck. How can you overlook Golden State, who has the best record in the West, and say they're not the best in the West?
Well, then I think that they're a jump shooting team. I think
but they got the best record.
It's early. They're not giving anything out, and it's still 2014. I think they'll jump. I don't like jump shooting teams. That's never going to change for me. I think they're a big guy away from being a team that can go to win the championship. They're going to have a very good regular season. They're like Oklahoma City. Until they develop a low post scoring, they're just going to be good during the regular season. But then when the game slows down, the game is always, first of all, there's two things. The game is always going to slow down, and you're going to play against, the deeper you go in the playoffs, you're going to play against better defensive teams. And I just don't believe jump shots can get you all the way.
It's like it was written in the Bay Area papers the other day that the Splash Brothers let you hang with the big guys. When you have Bogut, you are one of the big guys.
But Ernie, listen, we keep saying the same thing every year. He's never healthy.
I know, that's the big question mark, and that's what's hanging him up right now.
But I'm saying, he gets hurt every year. So at some point, we got to keep saying, if he gets healthy, because he's never healthy. That's just a fact.
But the other thing that they have going for them is the only team that plays inside out consistently is Memphis. You know, even the Spurs are a perimeter-oriented team for a bulk of the game. So if you look at Golden State, Portland, Houston with James Harden, because Dwight Howard scores, but he's more of a defensive rebounder. You know, Dallas is jump shooting. Clippers, obviously, jump shooting. You know, even Blake Griffin doesn't really impose his will on the inside. So Phoenix, jump shooting. All the teams in the West, 7 out of the 8 or 6 out of 8 are jump shooting teams. So you're not playing against Shaq, Barkley, Ewing, Robinson. You're playing against Gasol.
But okay,
that's the only guy
other than Memphis, who has the best low scoring post down low?
Spurs with Timmy.
I would say the Rockets. I still think that.
What about Marcus Aldridge down low?
No, he's a jump shooter.
No, he's a jump shooter.
But I'm saying he can post up. He can
get 40, but it's for mid range.
But you still, if you play against Golden State, you're gonna have to double him. You're not gonna let Draymond Green guard him down low. You know, that's the point I'm trying to make.